seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Coffin Launch to date. Something's in the water. I'm getting ahead of myself because today is going to be a preview of the actual campaign of Empress Death, Epitaph for Humanity. But it occurred to me I just want to stop and say thank you because I realize, let's be honest, right now the world is a struggle. It's wild. Prices of things, food, gas, everything. It's something or other, man. You know, fast food burgers being $10, all this. And that you would spend your money with Coffin Comics and your support is remarkable. So thank you. I realize the struggle is real. And I thank you for that. Empress Death. We are going to walk through it. Last week, we showed you some of the stuff live, and now we're going to go through the actual campaign. So, tell you what, I think let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. All right. So, right now I'm looking at myself. Let me see here. I'm going to pop that page. There we are. We're getting it. We're here. All right, we're already on it, everybody. Sign up to get notified first up, right? Empress Death, Epitaph for Humanity. The Coffin Comics value stack is ridiculous. And those of you who know. But here's the thing. We had over 425 new, never before backed backers on Lady Death Primordial. We're inviting all of those backers back on this campaign. Let me see what's going on in the comments. Billy Ray, there we go. 2 Street Marvel, got it. I like the cover art, fantastic. Here for Empress Death, fantastic. That's what it's all about. All right, we're going to get into the actual campaign itself. And if you look at, let's see here, let's just look at the campaign page. We are encouraging you to sign up to be notified because hey, we all get busy, and the incentive to do that is the first 24 hours of our campaign, all physical backers who put in $26 or more on physical items are going to get a free Empress Death Challenge coin. Straight up. Got it right here. You don't even have to, you just have to trust me on it. There it is. The sample's done. You know, it's Coffin Comics. We get this stuff done way ahead of time. So sign up to be notified, okay? That way, you could go on about your life. You're driving down the highway and you get the ping. Boom. Oh, dang, this thing's live. And then you could get in on it, be part of it. Now, of course, we got a loyalty program going. And for everyone who backs $26 US dollars or more on all 6 of our campaigns this year are eligible to receive and will receive a super backer coin. This thing is going to be exclusive, total bragging rights. No extras, no variants, the one and only coin. That's what's real. All right. Hang on, trust. Let's see here. I'm working on a mouse that's not adapted to being a lefty. Here we go. This is chapter 1 in the Empress Death storyline, people. Check it out. To redeem her wicked past, Lady Death now defends the innocent and powerless, whether on earth or in the depths of hell. But what if she could no longer control her insatiable cravings for violence? What if Lady Death surrendered to her appetite for destruction? And that's what this story is about. So we may come back and check out the video because the video is kind of rad, but pardon me? Yeah, we'll look at it as the outro. In another reality, the woman once known as Hope renounces her name and becomes Empress Death, a psychotic sorceress with a lust for genocide, Gathering a terrifying horde, she ravages the United States, annihilating everything in her path. Can the last of America's army stand against her? Can even her own flesh and blood children urge her to see reason? Or will Empress Death drown the entire world in blood? If you've been reading the stuff that I do, along with Mike McLean, you know that we do relish with these evil characters. And don't get it twisted, Empress Death is evil. However, we really couldn't tell a story just about an evil character. So we have to counterpoint it with some protagonists that you really want to care about. So we're going to introduce a family that you may like. We also have characters that you may be familiar with in the story. We have Chaotica. We have Hellslinger, aka Gunner, the children of Lady Death. We have Mike, Morg, and Ratso. Other supporting characters include Matthias and Gage, and some more surprises. Creative team on this one is yours truly, Brian Pulido and Mike McLean, along with Ediana Silva, who illustrated last year's Savage Reign, Wes Hartman, veteran colorist for Coffin Comics, and veteran letterer Marshall Dillon, the man who's lettered all of our stuff. I'm going to show you a little preview of this. Whoops. So here's a preview where actually we're going to introduce our protagonist, this particular family. The story takes place in Long Branch, New Jersey to begin with, and longtime readers will understand the significance of that. If you don't, that's okay. You'll find out. Let me check the comments quickly. Christine says, beautiful. Billy, congrats. Philbo, Empress, challenge, bring it. And then 2nd Street of Marvel, I bought my partner into Sworn Fest, and to even back to last campaign, we have another Sworn member. I love that. Thank you. That's our lifeblood. Next page. Uh-oh, Empress Death shows up, and there is some of her horrific horde. And you're going to start noticing this family's got to take action, and anything more than that will be telling you too much. So that is a preview. You can see the quality of the work. No lettering on that one yet. Let's get into the comics that we're offering. First up, as we do every time, we have the digital copy, and that's for $8. And then we have the premiere edition with that gorgeous cover by Diego Bernard, which in my opinion says it all. There it is. There's Empress Death, an evil version of Lady Death, the version of Lady Death who has succumbed to the quest of Megadeth, and she's surrounded by these reapers and undead. It's just fantastic, if I may say so myself. Next is a tribute edition by Stephen Butler and Dan Feldmeyer, and that edition evokes the character Warlock and homages Marvel Premiere #1, which had Warlock on it. And I think these characters might have some similarities in that they're Messiah-like characters. Now, next up, check out Dan Mendoza's Blood Ritual edition. It's amazing. He captured it. He got it. Boom. Yeah, you will notice that you now can get online at coffinlaunch.com and look at these items, but you're not going to be able to pledge. We're in preview mode. Next up, look at how David Harrigan captured this image that we call the Nihilism edition. Let's see here. Got to get that super backer coin? I think you do. And then returning champion, Lucio Perillo with the Illusion edition. Now, I'm going to be upfront with you. We got carried away on editions for this campaign, just like we did with Primordial Havoc. I got to get reeled in every once in a while. We have our financial manager. Brian, did you really get that many covers for Empress Death? I'm like, yep, guilty as charged. Like, you got to reel it in. Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but here they are. Next up is Greg Land, also capturing the regal nature of Empress Death. I guess what makes Empress Death fun to write is she's evil. Lady Death, we've squarely aligned her as an anti-hero. And so she obviously would not do anything to harm good people. But Empress Death doesn't have that issue. She's straight up evil. What I like about Land's cover, not only that scary stare, that black-eyed stare, but all the details and all the skulls. I think he really knocked it out of the park. Next up, check it out. EOM edition. Amazing. Going for a close-up? Let's try it. Check this edition out. Now, as you would click on each and every one of the claims that we're offering, you see in detail not only the art, but our estimated shipping date. You have the option of having the material signed or not, and shows you what you get with each particular claim. And what you do receive is the edition, the digital edition, free US shipping, and all the swag we're going to unlock. And if you guys and gals, you know, harness your energy together, we could unlock tons and tons of stuff. But look at that EOM cover, that face, innocent yet utterly evil. It's a lot of fun. It's just fiction, everybody. You guys know it, right? Let me see here. I'm going to go back to the claims. As you could, very navigatable site. If you guys and gals out there enjoy Coffin Launch, let us know. Give us a yo. Next up, check out the Inquisition edition by Sun K. She really gets it. Then the Enshrined edition by Mike DiBalfo. Just a beauty. In the background, you'll see the Grim Reaper. And we actually do reintroduce the Grim Reaper in this story, but in a way you might be surprised. I think I guarantee a surprise on that one. Let's see here. Billy says, I find Lady Death is chaotic good. Would that be the right alignment? Yes. And then the EOM is fire, and they all are. That Mendoza's fire too. I agree. Oh, and Mosh Pit Matt, who just jumped on, he's like, pause, start over. It's like, you're going to have to go rewatch the stream, my brother. All right, next, Mike Chrome, Foreboding Edition. Look in the background. There's the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper is death and is also a force of nature. How is the Grim Reaper going to regard Empress Death? Next, the Aftermath Edition by Monty Moore. I like this. The premise of Aftermath is very relevant to Empress Death because she just simply leaves a wake of death and destruction in her path. And there's a sublime moment where she's walking across the fields and enjoying her handiwork. You know, obviously, the quest for Megadeth is an insane adolescent goal. We're not pretending it's not. It's crazy, but fun. Next up, Jay Anacleto, Holy Mackerel, Eternal Love. Maybe indicating that there's a love story here between Death and Empress Death. You'll have to read it. Next, Dawn McTague, Canada's Own, Subjugation Edition. Here, Empress Death subjugates those all around her. She has no peer. She has no equal. She will not put up with it. Now we begin our naughty editions. The first one is Naughty Blood Ritual by Dan Mendoza. It's a beauty. And then Naughty Nihilism. Please notice that when Coffin does editions, we do changes both in the color and in the costume itself. So besides being naughty, you're going to see a different color background, and each colorist we work with starts from scratch on the covers. That way it's additional added value. And here's Lucio Prilio, Naughty Illusion, and next to it, Naughty Sinister, which is colored by Laura Martin. And then EOM in his naughty version. I feel as if he's capturing a moment before Empress Death pounces on some unsuspecting group of people. What do the comments say about that? Will the Grim Reaper make an appearance in this one? Billy? Yes, he will. The design on the Grim Reaper is incredible, by the way. Mosh Pit Matt says, you guys could step it up a bit, and then again, it is April Fool's Day. That's right, we could. Let's see here. And then I might go bankrupt. Well, we don't think you should go bankrupt. All of your purchasing decisions should be responsible and stay within your means and your budget. But if you're going to make an investment in a comic book company that makes new stuff, my vote is Coffin Comics. The other guys are great, but I'm partial to Coffin Comics. Next, Mike DiBalfo does the Naughty Enshrined Edition, and then Mike Crome does the Naughty Foreboding Edition, Monty Moore does the Naughty Aftermath, and Jay Anacleto does the Naughty Eternal Love Edition. I'm always thrilled when we get in work by Jay Anacleto, and I'm so happy that he has agreed to provide a cover for the upcoming Lady Death Ragnarok coming in August, and that is a Viking theme. Next, the Naughty Subjugation Edition by Dawn. She uses that beautiful contrast of colors between the red and the green. Let me fix this a little bit. And now we're moving on to some editions of a limited nature. We have a series of holofoils this time, 3 only, and it is the Naughty Sinister holofoil by Greg Land, the Naughty Foreboding holo by Mike Crome, and the Naughty holo by Jay Anacleto. Now we're moving on to the metallic editions, of which we're offering 3. There is the Naughty Subjugation by Dawn, there's the Naughty Inquisition by Sun K, and there's the Naughty Illusion Metallic by Lucio Perillo. Now, you may be the sort of collector who wants more than one. So we have some bundles that we're offering for you to consider. And the first one is the Prestige Edition set. So that's all the quote-unquote non-naughty editions grouped together for $375, and it is a $446 value. And remember, free US shipping and the other goodies we mentioned. Next up, we have the Naughty Editions set. Every Naughty edition together. And then for the sociopathic collector who must have everything that we've said to date, plus a couple extra goodies, which I'm about to show you, we have the whole enchilada. The whole enchilada will also include some set exclusives. Let me see if I could pull those up. I think I can. Well, that's a lot of books. It's every one of the comic books we've mentioned so far, as I'm showing you, plus the set exclusives, which include the Sun K Naughty Glow in the Dark. Notice the energy treatment is different than all other editions. And then the official Scarlet Metal. Both of these editions are limited to 15 copies, and 13 whole enchiladas will be offered throughout the campaign. We hold back 2 for publisher file copies because, like you, I am a collector and I could not bear not to have an edition that I have produced. It is something I'm equally obsessed with. So that is our comic book editions. Now let's get into prints. We have some seriously sized prints on this one. First up, we are continuing the International Backer Boost Print Program. So if you're an international backer, we acknowledge that the costs to ship from the US to wherever you are is out of control. We do not benefit from it, and I know you don't. We have nothing to do with the VAT that your country may tax. And so a small thing that we're doing to try to show you that we acknowledge and understand that is we're tipping in this beautiful Dawn McTighe 6x9 print, and I'm going to sign each and every one of them for no additional charge. We just kind of want to make it less painful, but we also want you to continue to support our work, and we want to get our work in your hands. Next to it is continuing the commemorative print program, which we've had since the beginning of our crowdfunding, all the way back in February 2015. And this is the beautiful, iconic image by Diego Bernard, which I'm completely thrilled to show you. Next up, we have the 24x36 poster by Jay Anacleto. We call that one Eternal Love. And then we have the Empress Death Naughty Violet Subjugation Pearl print. It's of a limited nature, folks. That one is limited to 25. We're offering it for a reasonable $40. Additionally, in prints, we have the claim group that people have asked for, which is the Premier Edition and the commemorative print. That's for my guy Kenny out on the East Coast and other people who have asked. Then, next up, we have the Foreboding 11x17 metal print. That's limited to 50. I love the prints, metal prints. I think you guys and gals out there have been loving the prints. Let me let you know. And then rounding out the singular prints, we have the 18 by 24 Illusion Fine Art Print by Lucio Pulido. Now, we do have some print sets, and they're larger. So the first one is the Naughty print set. That's every naughty image offered for 160 bucks. That is a whole bunch of prints. A bunch of them are behind me. And then that's followed up by the Prestige set. It is every Prestige image. That's a non-naughty image. And then following it up is the Ultimate 11 by 17 print. All the naughty, all the nice, and the commemorative edition. All the prints. Absolutely incredible. How about some trading cards? So the trading card sets follow the pattern that I've introduced with the comics and the prints. So the Naughty Metallic card set will be individual small metallic cards made out of metal that survive the apocalypse. Every single one of them for 130 bucks. And then the same goes for, see them here, they're very small, but you can see them here. The same goes for our Prestige set. We're offering them in set format, and they are lovely. They're metal. And then we have the Ultimate Metallic card set. That's every one of the metallic cards that we're offering, both Prestige and Naughty. We have a lot of dedicated card fans out there like myself. I am happy to give you all those, and I'm happy to make them. Now let's get into the merchandise. The challenge coin will be available for sale 24 hours after we launch. Remember, the first 24 hours, if you back the campaign for $26 US or more in physical items, you're getting that coin free. That's not cheap to do, but it's part of the Coffin Comics value stack. Next up, this is fun. We're continuing our patches. Show them to you here. So you'll notice that generally speaking, we try to have everything done up to printing before our campaigns. And we work out all the bugs, everything's ready to go, such that when our campaign ends, we collect the print numbers and boom, we go to print. So first up is the coffin-shaped patch for $7. And then the circle patch, 3-inch circle, make a cool patch for $7. And over time this year, you'll be able to make basically a brand new patch, a whole battle jacket. Next up, we have the 8-inch die-cut sticker. All right, let's go for a closer look on this one. Here's what's fun about this one. It's one of those rare opportunities where it features the entire character. So there she is. I love it. And then, get back to those claims, get back to the merch. Very navigatable, you'll notice. Now, you're going to notice, too, that this merchandise is going to be offered consistently on each campaign. So let's say you want to collect coffin-shaped patches. Well, we're doing 6 of them. Let's say you want to do stickers. We're doing 6 of them. You want to do our license plate. We're going to show them to you. So next up is the Lady Death Foreboding license plate, and I think I could show it to you. It's right there behind us, featuring the Mike Chrome art. There it is, everybody. We are going to be doing 6 license plates. It is a license plate program year. Next are our 2 collector's boxes, the Don McTague Subjugation and the Mike Chrome Foreboding. There they are, the box. Here are the spines. Our collector's boxes are hard shell. They feature magnetic enclosures. And you could fit about 15 bagged and boarded comics in there. I use them myself when I'm collecting. I'm out and about. Protects the stuff I'm collecting. Now, we can't really show you a mock-up of this, but we do have the Empress Death t-shirt. And I am going to proudly wear this one. So check it out. Now, let me do some clarification. Our t-shirts are unisex, and the implication in the female image is that it's form-fitting, and it's not actually female form-fitting, it's unisex, so it's a little less so, and I want to be transparent about that. Let me get back to merch. I think that rounds out our merch. No, it doesn't. We also have the Empress Death Zippo. So here is the Zippo for Empress Death, giving you a close shot of it. You will notice that the dividing line between the top and the bottom is almost seamless. Our great vendor, Badass Designs, sorted that out. There's not that little seam which drove me up a wall. I don't know about you. So that is the campaign, and I'm going to use this time to see if there's any questions and further discussion. So I guess Pirate Queen takes place before Chaos Rules. Yes. Yeah, so Pirate Queen does. Love that from you. That's why Coffin are the best. I'm definitely going, okay, I'm going to jump back to myself. Let me see here. Oh, there it is. We're going to click that. Okay, I'm back. Let's see here. I'm definitely going to get the poster. Awesome. Oh, International Backer Boost gets signed. Yep, they all automatically get signed. Actually, may I have a copy of that Backer Boost? Here's a copy of our Backer Booster print in art by Dawn McTague. I'll probably sign it in a light color along the bottom so it really pops. And then, dude, if it ain't enough to make you want to support Coffin Comics, I don't know what is. Well, I agree with you on that premise, right? So our value stack, if you think about it, if you use Primordial Havoc as an example, we're offering a free coin opportunity for the first 24 hours. We are tipping in high-end editions randomly into backers' items. We offer free US shipping, free digital download, free swag as it comes along. And if this campaign is anything like Primordial, we might do an extra big item at the end of the campaign, which we would call, I think it's a overkill backer bonus. So we work together to try to achieve a backer number, and in doing so, unlock a new item. And look, it's us, right? So I want to do it this time because the book that we're doing and we would like to do and we'd like your help in unlocking is cool. So more to come as the campaign evolves. All right, so let's recap what we've learned. This campaign launches on April 16th, Thursday at 6 p.m. Arizona time. Free coin, first 24 hours if you pledge $26 US or more. We have a lot of surprises. We've heard your feedback on the current campaign. I sent out that email last week and we've gotten over 70 responses. We're piling over and reviewing and seeing what we could apply as soon as possible and what we've learned from you. So we will do that. Additionally, here online, we're going to have a party at 5:30 on April 16th here at the Coffin Clubhouse. It is a end of the world as we know it party, and you're invited to join us. Expect surprises. You think you know how it's going to go. I think you should know by now with Coffin, expect the unexpected. Let's see here. Gotta max out this campaign. Sworn. Look, if it's within your means, I suggest it. Why not? Look, we've said it all, and we've said it all together. Again, I want to acknowledge that times are wild and costs are high. We're all getting squeezed, whether it's like the increased parking rates, the credit card rates, the food costs, the fuel costs. It just seems completely unreasonable so that you would put your hard-earned dollars into our projects in a way that you've never done before. Like it's been amazing. I'm not saying like you've never done it before. It's incredible that you gals showed up on Primordial Havoc the way you did. So I thank you for that, and I acknowledge you because it ain't easy. We get it. So, in conclusion, all I got to tell you is this. You've been great. I've been Brian Pulido. Watch this video, baby. Hello, I am Brian Pulido, publisher of Coffin Comics, and I am delighted to present to you an all-new 48-page diabolical graphic novel entitled Empress Death, Epitaph for Humanity. To redeem her wicked past, Lady Death now defends the innocent and powerless, whether on Earth or in the depths of hell. But what if she could no longer control her insatiable craving for violence? What if Lady Death surrendered to her appetite for destruction? In another reality, the woman once known as Hope renounces her name and becomes Empress Death, a psychotic sorceress with a lust for genocide. Gathering a terrifying horde, she ravages the United States, annihilating everything in her path. Can the last of America's army stand against her? Can even her own flesh and blood children urge her to see reason? Or will Empress Death drown the entire world in blood? Please support our diabolical campaign now and share it with everyone you know. Thank you.